with 4 each, Anna Stafford and Brittany McDaniel, both seniors. Then with 3, you had Mackenzie Lamberson. Teray Tuck with 2 coming off the bench late in the 4th quarter, as well as Malika Anderson with 2 as a starter. Katie Williams also starting had 2, and Katie Blackburn had 2. We won't run through the team categories because Lebanon led every one of them handily. Once again, it was Lebanon, like you said, 70, and Gallatin's Lady Wave 35.
All right, thank you very much, Jet. Guys, we got a few more moments before the guys' edition of Lebanon versus Gallatin. Glad you could join us here this Saturday morning. This is Charter Communication Channel 6, a Blue Devil broadcast replay of Lebanon versus Gallatin, February 5th, Friday night on senior night. We will have your second game in just a moment. Welcome back into Campbell Brennan Gymnasium as we are set for your second game of the night. We're going to have your starters for you, starting with the visiting team, the Green Wave, out of Gallatin, Tennessee. A senior guard, number 3, Cody Matthews. A sophomore guard, number 5, Tremaine Smith. A senior guard, number 15, Durante Clark. A junior guard, number 22, Devontae Ray. And a junior post player, number 32, Anthony Woodard. Now for your home team, the Lebanon Blue Devils. Out of course, Lebanon High School on senior night. Not a whole lot of changes. Justin Bridges, the senior point guard. Ryan Beadle, the senior wingman. Phillip Vance, the opposite senior wingman. Justin Manning playing down low, the senior, number 30, and Jordan Stafford, number 22, going to be running the point tonight on senior night. Guys, it is a great atmosphere here at Lebanon High School. These seniors have put so much into it. By far not their last ball game in a Blue Devil uniform, perhaps not even their last home game, but more than likely will be their last home game here at Campbell Brennan Gymnasium. You know they have tons of fond memories and probably some memories that aren't so fond, as that happens a lot in competitive sports. But nonetheless, we're ready for tip-off. Lebanon versus Gallatin here on senior night. And Lebanon's going to control the tip as Stafford will have the ball. He'll get it across the half-court line, set up the offense. Gallatin starts out in a man-to-man. Stafford is going to have the ball stripped from him. Manning about ran it down. And Stafford's going to take it right back from him and get it over to Beadle on the left wing. He's going to drive to the baseline, nowhere to go with it. Gets cut off, chucks it out over here to Bridges. Bridges picks it up. He has it on the extended right wing. Gallatin staying in that man-to-man defense. Stafford and Bridges having a little problems with the communication. Stafford runs that one down before it goes out of bounds. Now gets over to Bridges on the right wing. Bridges, usually the point guard, has run a little wing, will do so tonight. Vance gets it over to Beadle, who drives baseline. His little 8-footer's on the way, no good. And a great rebound down there by Ray. And he about lost it out of bounds, but Vance got in there and tipped it away. And Gallatin will have the ball for the first time, almost a minute taken off the clock so far. Nobody yet to score. Gallatin with their first offensive possession. They get it over to Clark at the top of the key. Gets it over on the right wing to Matthews. Dribbles over to the top of the key. Nowhere to go with it. Gives it over to Clark. Now back over to Ray. He'll take a 15-footer. It's off the mark. No good. We're going to get a push in the back by Woodard. And Lebanon will get the ball. Gallatin will start in a full court defense. As Woodard's right on the ball as Beadle inbounds. He gets it over here to Stafford. Gets it back to Beadle. Beadle gets it over to Bridges on the left side. Gets it across the half-court line. He'll set up the offense. Gallatin standing a man-to-man over the left wing to Beadle. Trying to go inside to Manning at the high post. Can't do so. Beadle still has his dribble. Now takes it, backs it out, crosses his man over, gets into the paint. Now over to Bridges for a wide-open 3 out of the corner. It's on the way. No good. And Vance almost comes away with it. It's going to pop out to Bridges. And Bridges, in a little bit of trouble, is going to throw the ball away, and Smith is going to come away with it for Gallatin. Smith, the point guard, works against Stafford, takes his man one-on-one, gets it over in the corner to Clark. Now he'll shoot a three. It's off, no good. And Manning couldn't find the handle, and it's going to go off his hand and out of bounds. Glad you could join us here on Charter Communication Channel 6, guys, this Saturday morning. And a nice bounce pass, and it's blocked by Bridges. He said, no, sir, not in my house. Gallatin does retain possession. Smith now at the ball at the top of the key, hands it off to Clark. And he'll direct traffic, 5:56. No one has scored yet in the first period. Smith going to dribble over to the right wing, now crosses over, gets it over to Matthews. He'll shoot a three. It's off the front iron, no good. And the Lebanon student's going to let him know he did not hit the rim on that. I have a feeling he knew that anyways, but nevertheless, they'll remind him probably all night long. And Lebanon's going to turn the ball over. And now we're going to get a block by Beadle, but they're going to call a foul as Ray took that one to the rim. Want to give a shout out to my mom listening over the internet and my pop on ATWSportscast.com. Mom, your boy's worldwide. Sorry, I had to do it. Ray draws first blood, 5:43 left to go in the first period. 1-0 Gallatin. Second shot's on the way. It's in the air, and it's good. 2-0 Gallatin. Gallatin promptly back into their full-court defense. Beadle working the baseline, gets it into Bridges, now gets it over to Manning. He's going to throw it all the way in the backcourt. Don't know quite what Ray was doing there. It looked like he kind of twisted his back, but gets it over to number 1 who just checked into the ball game. That's Zach Perry for Gallatin. Stafford now with the ball, gets it over the right wing to Beadle, now into the corner to Bridges, back over to the right wing to Vance, wants to go inside to Manning. Can't get it there, goes over to the left wing. Stafford will take a three, takes it, and hits it. The senior gets the first points of the night for Lebanon. 3-2, Lebanon lead, 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. Perry now at the ball at the top of the key for Gallatin, gets it over here on the left wing to Matthews. He'll dribble back over to the right, to the top of the key. Working against a man-to-man defense by Lebanon, crosses the man over, gets in, gets a nice bounce pass in there. We'll get a blocking foul on Manning as he tried to set up Woodard, but was a little too far under the basket and doesn't get the call. Woodard will step to the line. As he looks to tie this thing up or regain the lead for Gallatin. First shot's on the way and good. Kind of an awkward release by Woodard, but he nails it, so you can't argue with that. Second shot is on the way. It's in the air, and it's off the back iron, and Bridges gets the rebound. Gallatin clears out, gets it over to Vance on the right wing. Looking for Manning at the high post, can't get it there. Now gets it into the corner to Stafford. He drives baseline. Going to kick it back out to Bridges for a wide open three. His shot's on the way, no good. It's going to be ran down by Manning. He gets it back into Stafford. Stafford thought about that 15-footer, doesn't take it. Now they get over to Beadle. He's wide open from the right wing, and he nails it. You can't let that kid get that wide open with that left-handed stroke. He's hit it a few times. And he doubles the lead for Lebanon. Matthews with the ball for Gallatin, gets it across the half-court line, working against a man-to-man defense over on the right wing to Clark. Back to the top of the key to Ray, now over here on the left wing to Matthews, now back at the top of the key to Clark. Nowhere to go with it, gets it over to Perry on the right wing. Lebanon staying in that man-to-man defense. Perry drives baseline. They're going to call a foul on Stafford. And Cameron High is going to check into the ball game for the first time tonight, the sophomore. Gallatin inbounds underneath their own basket. They get it over to Matthews. Now they get it to Perry on the right wing. He's working against Manning. They're going to hand off to Matthews. He has it on a mat behind the back. Nowhere to go with it. Now gets it over to Ray. He'll dribble in, take about an 8-footer. It's off the mark. No good. Beadle skies for the rebound. And he'll take it himself across the half-court line, crosses his man over, nowhere to go with it, picks up his dribble, goes inside to High. High faces his man up, dribbles down to the block, does a spin move, head fake, shots up, and off the back iron, no good. Almost manages to sneak in there and slap that one away from Perry. Now back over here on the left wing. Now back over to Matthews. Back up top to Perry. He'll set up the offense. Lebanon standing in a man-to-man defense. Perry over to the right wing. Crosses over, gets to the top of the key. Now back over to Matthews. He'll take about an 18-footer just inside the three-point arc. No good. Rebounded in there by Woodard. Woodard takes a dribble, fades away. Nothing but air. And Beadle's going to come away with the ball once again. Gets it across the half-court line. Crosses his man over. Now goes over to Manning. Manning drives baseline. And we're going to get a blocking foul on Matthews as he tried to shuffle his feet over there and cut off that baseline, but was a little too late. That's going to be his first, team's second. 3 team fouls on Lebanon as they will inbounds underneath their own basket. Count is on. And they get it to Bridges over in the far left corner. Now they get it to Beadle. He's out at the left wing. Trying to go inside to High, can't do it. Now they get it over to Manning in the corner. Still has his dribble. Now he takes it, goes baseline, picks up his dribble, gets it back over to Bridges. Cross-court pass over to Vance on the right wing. Still has his dribble. Has it stripped away from him, and Gallatin's going to come away with it. Perry has the ball, gets it up to Matthews. He'll get it across the half-court line. Now they go cross-court pass all the way down there to Clark. Clark head fakes, gets 2 defenders in the air, but misses his shot. Beadle's going to come away with it and get it back over to Bridges. 6-3 lead for Lebanon. 2:27 and counting left to go here in the first period. Bridges with the ball, working against a man-to-man defense. Smith guards him. Gets it into High at the high post. Gets it back over to Beadle. He'll shoot about a 16-footer. Rims out, no good. High gets the rebound. We're going to get a foul called on a Lebanon player. I believe it might go on Manning, as they're going to say he might have. It is good. No, it's going to go on High. I'm going to say a push in the back. And Gallatin will have a chance to perhaps tie this thing up. Low-scoring affair so far. 2 minutes or so to go here in the first period. 6-3 Lebanon lead. Matthews with the ball at the top of the key for Gallatin. Gets it over on the left wing to Clark. Excuse me, that was Smith. Now over on the right wing to Matthews. Now back up to Smith at the top of the key. Over here to Perry on the left wing. Trying to get in inside, can't do so. Now they get it to Clark at the high post. Back out top to Smith. Now at Matthews at the top of the key. Sets up the offense. Lebanon standing in a man-to-man defense over on the right wing to Smith. Bounce pass inside to Clark. Clark's going to work the baseline. Going to go up, hit the layup, and he's going to be fouled. Count the layup. He'll go to the line, and he'll have a chance to tie this thing up at 6. This is Durante Clark, the senior, and he's going to tie the game up at 6-all. Gallatin goes into a full court press. They get over to Vance. Now back over here to Bridges. He gets across the half-court line, crosses his man over, gets into the paint, thought about a shot, now gets to the Vance. He'll shoot it from the left wing from behind the arc. It's on the way, no good. And Gallatin's going to come away with the rebound. That's Woodard in there with a standing all along as no one got a body on him. He gets it over to Matthews. Matthews set up the offense. Man-to-man defense by Lebanon. Hands it off to Smith. Now Smith will set up the offense. He's right at the devil head at the center court. Now he gets it over on the left wing to Woodard. Back over to Matthews at the top of the key. He dribbles into the paint. Perry gets the ball. Now they try to bounce pass inside to Clark. It's not there. Manning relieves him of the ball. He's going to hand it over to Bridges for a wide open 3 from the right wing. It's on the way off the front iron. No good. And Perry all alone down there. Now a long pass down here to Woodard, and he does a great job getting it over to Clark. Woodard saw a flashing Clark and got it to him, and it's an 8-6 lead, Gallatin. 40 seconds and counting left to go here in the first period. Beadle with the ball, gets it back over to Bridges. The count is on. Now they get over to Vance, finally across the half-court line. They're trying to trap. Now they get over to Beadle on the left wing. Cross-court pass over to Bridges. He takes it into the paint, hands it off to High. High has it and gets it to go. Great give and go for Lebanon. Bridges got in there and handed off to High. High had a tough shot, got it to go, and we're tied at 8. Gallatin will more than likely hold for the final shot of the period. Get over on the right wing to Woodard, back up top to Matthews. He'll swing it over to Smith on the left wing, trying to bounce pass inside of Woodard, but it's going to be kicked by a Lebanon defender, and he'll get the ball out of bounds. Hoffinger going to check in for the final 7.6 seconds in the quarter for Vance. Gallatin will inbounds underneath their own basket. I would imagine they'll probably go up high and try to set up their offense. They don't want to give Lebanon any time to retaliate and get another shot. Smith with the ball. Now he'll hand it off to Clark. He'll shoot a three, and he'll hit it. And that's going to do it. So at the end of